Respect must be given to the will of every creature. Each fish in the ocean swims in its own direction.
I think society, at its core, is the ultimate exercise in navigating a boundless ocean. You're brought into a massive, chaotic world, and all you're equipped with is your own distinct will and the current pulling you forward. You have to treasure that individuality, because if you surrender it to the crushing pressure of conformity, there's no way to get it back. As you carefully navigate this absurd expanse of competing currents, you gain a new appreciation for the diverse paths of those around you. With nothing but our own instincts, values, and ambitions, we slowly chart a course that belongs entirely to us. This reminder that each fish swims in its own direction teaches us that true harmony isn't found in forcing everyone into the exact same current, but in respecting the quiet power of personal choice. No matter how chaotic the waters may seem, within each of us resides the absolute right to seek our own purpose and define our own destination. And eventually, we'll look back at the vast, intersecting network of paths we've crossed and be amazed by the beautiful, complex world we've built just by letting everyone swim free. If you know anything about me and the path that I've swam, you'll know that I'm a massive Kokomi fan. Not in the, yeah, she's a pretty good healer kind of way.
Oh my god, I'm blooming!
I'm a super fan who's boasted about being the #1 Kokomi fan of their Genshin signature for multiple years. Every time someone joined my world for materials, that's what they saw. If you look at my Discord profile, my Instagram story, my forearm, Kokomi is there. The point is, you didn't have to be close to me to know that I'm her #1 fan. However, I do have a rival, EXTV. I've been a viewer of EXTV for a long time. I support him on both Patreon and Twitch, and I've spent many hours hanging out in his streams, his Discord server, and his Patreon anime nights. He is a proud, arrogant streamer that doesn't admit defeat, even if it means wasting an entire weekend just to prove someone wrong. That same pride applies to his love for Kokomi, whom he proudly showcases on his profile. However, ever since Chiori released, Eeks has neglected Kokomi to play with her somehow less meta-relevant, dual-wielding younger sister. One of the biggest community events that's sort of become a tradition in Eeks' community is his viewer poll night. Viewer poll nights happen as soon as a new banner is released. If this concept is new to you, essentially, viewers submit their account info, the reasons why they're polling for a given character, and if they're picked, Eeks will log into their account and do their wishes live on stream. And when Sandrone was released, I knew I had to be part of it. I handed over months of my saved Primogems to someone else and hoped RNG would decide to be kind. It's stressful, and unfortunately, Eeks has historically not had the best luck on my account. Regardless, I put my name into the queue. Even before the stream started, many of my friends knew that I was having my polls done by Eeks. Some of them thought it was parasocial, some of them thought it was really cool, but there was anticipation for it regardless. The stream started and kept going, and then went on for hours. Viewer after viewer got picked while I just sat there watching, waiting for my turn in line. At one point, I queued a Valorant ranked game because some whale decided to drop 800 pulls on Sandrone. Then, after hours of anticipation, I was picked. I was the second to last viewer of the entire night. After sitting there for what felt like forever, my turn had finally arrived.
Here we go! Hopefully it was worth it. 74? 75? We are now into 5-star territory. How much does Ice love Sandrone?
He lost by 50-50. Every Genshin player knows that feeling, the split second where your excitement instantly turns into disappointment. Months of saving completely derailed by one unlucky pull. But I had come this far. I wasn't walking away without Sandrone. I had spent weeks learning her theme on piano. I couldn't not pull her. So I did what Hoyoverse probably loves seeing people do.
Going too far? Honestly, man. I don't like that had to be done. There she is.
With the help of an $100 charge on my debit card, Sandrone was finally home. Mission accomplished. Following viewer poll night, my playthrough of version 6.7 has been incredible. The story of the event quest was beautiful, and the culmination of it ended with Sandrone playing the very piano piece that I was learning. Then, on July 8th, the day Stygian Onslaught reset, I spent my morning clearing the Fearless difficulty in order to acquire the highly desired Dust of Enlightenment. I was chilling in the Discord call with some members of the server who were giving me some advice on my clears, and then I noticed something was off. My profile had the wrong number.
Here's a number. Psych! That's the wrong number!
I stared at my signature for a second, then another. It definitely read number 2 Kokomi fan. At first, I genuinely questioned myself. I wondered, has it always said that? Did I accidentally change it months ago? Was I remembering wrong? The longer I looked at it, the less confident I became. So I did what any sane person would do, and I started digging through pictures. I checked Discord uploads, screenshots folders, and then I found it. An old screenshot from before the viewer polls, dated May 13th, 2026. Number 1 Kokomi fan. I wasn't imagining things. Someone had changed it. Now, here's the interesting part. There has only been one person with access to my account recently. So I went into Eeks' Discord server and casually asked about it. I didn't accuse anyone, I just wanted to see what would happen. It didn't take too long for a response to come in. That was it. A confession. No denial, no pretending it wasn't him. He openly admitted that while he was on my account during viewer polls, he quietly changed my signature from number 1 Kokomi fan to number 2 Kokomi fan, then waited several days to see how long it would take me to notice. Not only did he lose my 50-50, but he attacked my pride. And honestly, to a degree, I had to respect my patience. It was such a tiny change that I spent hours questioning my own memory before I had even considered that someone else had done it. I opened this story by talking about how we all chart our own course in a chaotic world. I carved out my identity as the number 1 fan, proudly and independently. And Eeks, sitting on his high horse of C6 Chiori metrics and dire clears, decided my fish wasn't allowed to swim where it wanted. But Eeks, there was one problem. Actions have consequences. So, if you're going to demote me from the number 1 Kokomi fan, you'd better be prepared for me to return the favor. So, I started plotting. Luckily for me, however, I knew a pretty good battle strategist. I knew exactly how I was going to get back at Eeks, and I knew exactly where to strike. His Chiori. To Eeks, Chiori is more than just a favorite character. She's his brand. She's one of only 3 C6 characters on his account, including Kokomi, and earlier this year, he committed everything to get her into the top 100 globally on the Akasha leaderboards. That obsession was the key to my master plan. The goal was simple. Right before a stream, I'd swap his top tier Chiori build for the worst one imaginable. I couldn't just unequip her artifacts because he'd noticed the empty slots instantly. I had to be subtle. I needed to dig through his account, find the absolute worst, max leveled husk of opulent dreams pieces, and pin them to her. Then, for the finishing touch, I'd change his in-game signature from a shameless stream plug to something a little bit more fitting. Now, you might be asking, you're just a viewer. How on earth are you getting into his account? That's where my favorite battle strategist comes in.
The battlefield is unpredictable. One false move could mark utter defeat.
Thinking about that quote, it hit me. I don't need Eeks' account login info. I just needed someone Eeks already trusted that had it. Since I couldn't exactly hypnotize him into handing over his password, I reached out to an inside man. Enter Landrew Bob, Wordle expert by day, Eeks' account manager by night. Whenever Eeks is too busy to spend his resin or do his dailies, Landrew Bob is the proxy who handles it. Sending that first message was an incredibly high risk. If I said one thing wrongly, my plan would leak directly to Eeks. But the gamble paid off. Landrew Bob was in.
Marching in the rain conceals the sound of our arrival, but is also a test of stamina.
Let's rewind for a second. Shortly after my viewer pulled disaster, Eeks ran into some car trouble and desperately needed to sort out his transportation. This meant that he was going to be off his account, and the perfect window for an ambush had just opened. But there was a catch. While Landrew Bob had access, he didn't really know Eeks' exact daily schedule. If Landrew Bob logged in first on the day of the attack, the Welkin Moon animation would trigger, and if Eeks logged in later, the missing animation would instantly tip him off that something was wrong. I needed better intel, which meant making one final but incredibly risky move. I messaged his fiancée, Alina. If you don't know them, asking your target's soon-to-be wife for help in sabotaging him sounds like a terrible idea, but I knew exactly how much torment Alina was willing to put him through.
Smoky. Compliments to the chef.
So I sent the desperate message, and she gave me the green light. She tipped me off that Eeks was planning to stream on July 10th. His main goal? Clearing the Stygian Onslaught, an endgame game mode where he loves to showcase his Chiori. The stage was set. This was my time to strike.
Hey, Eeks, glad to have you back. Thank you, Ice Cube. I don't know why Bob responded to your kind message with a keck laughing face. Bob, why are you... What's up? Now, these rolls are not insane. But this could be miraculous. This could be miraculous. Here we fucking go. Let's go! Yeah, it's not good enough. I mean, look at the piece she's holding right now. Where is it? Where's her goblet? Am I insane? She's on a physical damage goblet? Who the fuck? I'm changing the passwords to all my shit, bro. Did I change it? Maybe I changed it. All right, I gotta rebuild my favorite character real quick. Sorry about that, chat. Let's check it. Let's check it together. Let's go to my little profile. I like how Linnea's up there just because she's, you know, just because she's pretty good on my account. So there we go. Sandrone's on season 5. No one talked about anything, but like, damn, bro. I want to finish it. I've just been so... I'll say it, guys. My hero... I'm not a shonen guy. I have nothing against shonen anime. It's just there's so many of them all the time. They're all a little bit derivative. All right, where is she? Where is she? Where is Sandrone? I don't see Sandrone on here, chat. Did you guys just bait me? Dude, why did you guys, like, attack my account so hard? Top 33%? Is this what you guys wanted to laugh at me? What was my profile before this? Dude, you guys, like, are fucking terrorists. I have the worst week ever, and you guys, like, assassinate my account while I'm gone. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? I don't even know what to say. It was like, come check, watch my stream or something.
In the beginning, I said that each fish in the ocean swims in its own direction, and that we must respect the quiet power of personal choice. Eeks thought he could use his current to push me out of the #1 spot. He thought that a petty signature change on a viewer poll night would go unpunished. Well, I made sure I had insurance to prevent my signature from being vandalized again, but that's besides the point. He forgot one crucial detail about Sangonomiya Kokomi, however. She isn't just a peaceful leader. She is a master in the art of war. I might have lost the 50-50, and I may have spent way too many Primogems getting Sandrone to come home, but in the end, the ledger is balanced. So, to Eeks, enjoy the artifact grind, enjoy the Stygian onslaught, but most importantly, enjoy the view from second place, because from now on, you're swimming in my ocean.